All right, thank you so much for staying with us on the program. Let's now delve into the conversation. I have an expert in the CNG, compressed natural gas sector, someone who is an engineer by training, is a conversion engineer, you want to convert your vehicle from normal fuel to CNG. That's what he does. He's an expert, so he understands the CNG market better than anybody does. I have engineer Stanley Asabo live with me in the studio this afternoon. Engineer, good afternoon and good to have you. All right. Okay. Since the removal of subsidy, we've been told that the better alternative to fuel is CNG. But a lot of persons really may not know what CNG is really all about. But some persons might have done research to know it's compressed natural gas and all that. Beyond being a compressed natural gas, can you give us more explanation or details of what CNG is?
Thank you so much. CNG is actually compressed natural gas.
Yeah.
It's the natural gas that has been compressed to 1% of its volume to enable it to have more power. And being compressed with that power, it has to be housed in a cylinder that can contain that pressure. And for the cylinder that we are currently using in Nigeria, compressed natural gas, it has to be able to withstand 300 bar. Because the compressed natural gas that we are releasing in Nigeria is maximum 250 bar. So that's the composition of the CNG. Is also made up of methane, made up of nitrogen, just little traces, and it does not emit carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide. So it's far cleaner and far safer for the environment. And so that's why it's more important for people to embrace the CNG right now, because it's cheaper. How cheap it is. Recently, someone was giving a testimony how he used to use 10,000 naira for petrol. And the same equivalent, he was using 3,000 naira on compressed natural gas.
Saving about 7,000 naira.
Correct. So it's far cheaper and far cleaner and it's safer. Recently, we have heard about Dangote bringing in over 4,000 trucks, and 1,000 plus of that has arrived. Reason being that it's cheaper for him to use CNG for his logistics
rather than using diesel.
Instead of using diesel that is more expensive. And so that's an eye-opener for Nigerians. It's not true, it's not really about conversion, it's actually installation of new system components. So the CNG system components are brought into your car. Your car does not stop the use of petrol. So it's a biofuel system that is being designed. So when the word conversion is used, most individuals believe that
you take away the fuel entirely and bring in CNG. So the fuel system is still there.
It's still there. You can still use your fuel. So you have a switch that you can changeably switch over to either petrol or CNG. And when the CNG gets finished, it automatically switches back to
again to
petrol.
fuel, to petrol.
So that's why it's very good at the moment to experience a biofuel system. And so we also encourage people to come to conversion centers with experts like us that has been in the industry now, and having an understanding of the different types of kits in the market and their drawback. And even currently we have the digital smart kits, which takes away the need for calibration. Calibration is a process of making the vehicle to understand that a new system has been brought in. So with the digital smart kit, you don't need calibration, it's already calibrated. And it has about 19 different settings, which your car must choose one of them, no matter the year that the car was manufactured.
Okay, talking about the conversion process, because it seems like a lot of persons are embracing it right now. But another challenge is also the availability. Definitely we'll get to the availability. Talking about the conversion process, how does someone who is watching currently, the person who want to convert, knows who is an expert? Because we saw a scenario in this city where they said the guy went into a CNG station and the thing exploded, lives were lost and all that. How do people know the right expert? Because in every profession, I've always said that when you have experts, there are also quacks over there. So how do you know someone who is watching now want to get conversion?
All right, for currently anybody that wants to convert their vehicles, we encourage you to go to a certified conversion center. Check the NADDC website for the list of certified center in the state, like in Edo State. Ours is certified, and we have others certified. So you will have many quacks along the streets and stuff like that. But check through the NADDC and the ones that you are hearing making announcements, even on the radio and on the airwaves, and check out their workshop and check out their work. You can even just go to the current gas stations, and you also see the stickers of those that are qualified.
Okay.
So every certified conversion center must have NADDC, that's the National Automotive Design and Development Commission's certification for you to be able to convert. So such people, such experts are the kind of people that you need to convert your cars for you. Okay. Don't just go by the roadside. Check the NADDC website and get the list, or those that you are hearing on
radios, on TVs. Because I know at the time you were also running an advert.
Currently, we are still running in our mid-news.
Exactly.
Mid-news.
Okay. So talking about the efficiency and also the cost, how cost efficient is it really? Because people still have the fear of one, cost efficiency, and the availability. Because you pass through the major roads, you see queues. Exactly. People are like, okay, if this thing is really cost efficient, why are there queues? So in that context.
All right, the reason why there is queue for the compressed natural gas dispensation at the moment is because the infrastructure is far less than the demand.
Okay.
As at 2009, 2010, the infrastructures were more than the demand. Especially in a place like Edo, where our then governor, embraced, the CNG stations to be established in Edo State. So currently the queues are a positive sign that this is an investment opportunity. And so we are calling on, people that have filling stations to come over and discuss. We have opportunities for them to retrofit some of their, spaces to be able to dispense CNG. And we have opportunities for MROUs. MROU is mobile refilling unit. Okay. So these are part of the current infrastructure when made available in the state that will reduce the queue in Edo State. So the queues are a positive sign that something good is happening and there is higher demand. And so for that higher demand, more investors needs to come into the system. Therefore, the efficiency is highly efficient. Anybody that has currently converted their vehicles or retrofitted their vehicles to be running on both CNG and petrol, they know the value, especially those that are doing into transport system. The boat people and even the normal buses, carburetor buses, we've done a lot. In this state, we've converted over 160 cars in less than 8 months. And majorly for transporters. And I tell you, many of them borrow the money that they use. Why? Because they know the value that is over 70% savings. For somebody using 10,000 naira, you are not barely using 3,000. That's a lot of savings.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of savings.
A whole lot.
A whole lot of savings. So it's far efficient. So for those that have experienced it, they rather queue 2-3 hours than waste the whole of their day working for petrol.
Okay.
They waste the whole of the day working for petrol. The average boat guy with a Toyota Corolla will be going home with 50, 60, 70,000 in a day by using CNG gas.
In a day?
In a day.
Not in a week?
In a day. The average boat, driver that can work very well. We take home an average of 50 to 80,000 naira in a day, depending on how you work. While using barely, 6,000, 7,000 CNG gas.
Okay.
This is a living testimony.
Okay, is it, before we begin to wrap up, because always press for time on programs like this, now, is it only cars that can be converted? Can generators as well be also converted for CNGs?
Yes, generators can be converted, but they have to be very big generators because of the cost. The diesel conversions are more expensive. Okay. The diesel kit alone is almost 4 million before you even talk of the cylinders.
Wow.
So trucks can be converted. Okay. So we are calling on truck, owners, come and convert your trucks. And even generator owners, 100 kV and above is more cost effective, not for smaller generators. Then also for fleet vehicle owners, come and discuss. And we have financing opportunities for people that have up to 5, 10 fleet of vehicles. We can help you finance your conversions, and you'll be paying little by little within 3 to 48 months. So opportunities abound with us being experts in the industry.
So your general advice, before we call it a wrap, for someone who is still having that thought, because a lot of persons think because it's not, we have this mindset of follow come. This was how the thing came. So if I go to convert, what will be the next step? So what will be your general advice to somebody who may feel I need to go convert?
Yes, the CNG kits or system components are not produced here. Okay. And you know the Western mindset, they believe in process improvement.
Absolutely.
So the same people that manufacture the vehicle are the same people that have come up with a way to add new components to the vehicle. So it is safe because every CNG component that we are currently using, they are all imported.
Okay.
So no one is done here in Nigeria. We don't have the technology yet. So maybe it's a matter of time. People like us can go into
because you're an expert in that field,
exactly.
you know. Wow.
So that's it.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Engineer Stanley Asabo, for joining us on the program. Engineer Stanley is an engineer, a CNG conversion engineer, someone in that industry. So he understands this very well. I'm pretty sure you've gotten a takeaway from this discussion this afternoon. So if you're still having the thought, he's telling you CNG is cleaner, safer, cheaper, and efficient. So if you have the thought to go convert, come on, why not do that? And they are experts in the field, and you can actually still reach out to someone like him to help you out. Thank you very much, Steve, for joining us. That's the size of our package on the show today. Hopefully next week we'll be back with more exciting package on the program. I'm Lawrence Osifo. I'll see you again. Bye for now.